Hi, today we have here an example of a 1974 Sankyo machine. And this machine we're calling Golfin Geckos due to our basically looks like 9-iron backgrounds with the two geckos here in the center feature. So it kind of creates a fun machine for the background graphics. But the key thing on this machine, as you probably notice, is it's got chrome. And boy does it. This is probably one of the best chrome we've found. And what we did is the bulk of this machine was actually we found in Las Vegas. So it spent most of its life out there in the sun, but the backside had been exposed to the sun and all the plastics had hardened. So we were able to take another machine and combine it to make one super nice machine out of the two pieces. One thing that it gave us that's normally not found on the machines is both an upper and a lower ball trays that are aluminum. Usually they do one and then make the other plastic, so you'd have either a metal lower and a plastic upper to keep the cost down. And as you can see from here, it all polishes up really nicely, so this machine's got a bit more flash. The background here on the Sankyos is actually, it's a vinyl covering up this laminated on there. And what we've done also on the metal parts up here, besides the polishing, they've been coated with clear enamel, so you won't have to keep maintaining them, since normally the aluminum oxidizes pretty fast. This machine also had basically this corner was missing out of the ball tray here. That's been repaired and brought back as best as possible and refinished there. The machine itself has kind of a unique payout system. You have a payout pocket up top here and one right here. So you've got entries from here and here. If you hit either one of these two pockets, it will open the center tool up and an outer one. And if you can look really hard, there's a little yellow bar up in there. And what happens is when you hit either one of these two pockets, this decides which tulip opens. So if you hit this one right now set up, it should open this tulip and this tulip. Next one in will open this tulip and this tulip. So it will cycle back and forth depending on where you're at in the play. Balls entering through here will come through the pocket here, come down, open this tulip, and open this tulip. Now the bottom tulip here is a dual payout mode. As long as balls come from the top, it will not close. If balls come from the side, it will close the tulip. So you could have this open, feed another ball, and then close, and then you still could bounce another ball through and keep it paying out through the center. So you get a lot of fun on this machine. It's got a lot of really good action on here. You have the standard two lower pockets. And one thing on the original machine, all the lights were here. There was only one light bulb, so this was a combination of ball out and payout. What we've done is taken and changed it to LEDs. So this is just the ball out light, and we went in and drilled a new hole and fitted an LED back here for the payout light, which originally they didn't do because this is actually behind the upper ball tray and would have been hard to surface with a normal incandescent bulb. But being we're LED, we should never have to service it, so we're able to set it up so it could be up there. Go ahead and start play on this. You'll find this machine really likes to pay out. One thing, if you are interested in it, you're going to need at least 500 balls because it likes to pay out. So here we go. Got a top one. Okay, flip to the other side. One thing you might have noticed on the as it was playing is the overflow. Once this backs up, balls will come down to here. Once the lower tray gets full down here, it will actually shut off play on the machines. This is common on all these types of machines. Usually you don't get to the point where the lower tray is clogged up, but this machine we found, you hit it a lot, you actually can back it up and shut everything down until you clear out the balls. So this gives us the rundown of the front of the 1974 Sankyo. Okay, now here we're at the back of the 1974 Sankyo Golf and Geckos machine. And see here, one nice feature on these is they use a lot of clear plastic, so you can see a lot of the play and the flow in the machine. And when we get to the situation like in the front where it backs up, you can actually see the balls back up here into the machine until it hits the shutoff. Also, if you jam it somehow somewhere else, you can easily spot where the balls have jammed and clear it out. On the machine, we've changed the wiring and the electricals to operate on a 9-volt battery. Since it's LEDs now, you have one here and the upper one that's back behind here. Really, this 9-volt battery, as long as you don't leave the ball tray empty and the light on, should probably go for a couple of years without needing to change, because the LEDs are very low current draw. We've come through here on this machine. The upper ball tray was broken on both machines, so we went out and were able to find another one to do a casting. So this is a recast piece, actually in a stronger plastic. So that's why the slight difference in color than the rest of the plastics on the machine. But this should survive a lot better than the originals, which were kind of a little too thin. We had to create a counterweight. Here again, another part you just can't find easily for these machines, since they weren't as popular as the Nisigens. And have the clear access. We are including the ball tray here and the lid. Kind of found on this machine, if you stack it in the lid that comes with it, it very nicely sets up the right positioning on here. The feet are also included with the machine. They're hardwood, painted to match the black trim at the bottom of the machine. And you can see one thing, this machine does not come with a key for the door from opening from the front, due to this type of machine has a puzzle key type lock, and you can't find the key to put in there to make anything to rekey it. Those never left Japan. But here's your opening lever here to open up the front door on here. And here's the release to open up the front panel. So kind of go through, let this run a few times, watch some balls move through the back of the machine. Okay, this is a case, didn't realize it, we dumped some balls from the top into the bottom tray. This has actually hit the shutoff on it. There we go. Okay, reactivated it. You can see how the balls come out in the various parts. Watch the ball come out and hit, boom. And you can see the ones come out of the payout and spill down to here. You can see over here the balls that are backing up into the upper tray there. Give it a few more rounds here. There we go. One thing we have put sanded down in urethane the frame of the machine, so it will withstand a lot better. Also reinforced the joints on here and cleaned up all the various metal reinforcements. So it's all set, should give years of play with very little maintenance needed to it.